evidence appearing real. Have y'all ever heard that one? False evidence appearing real. Fear. I like this one. Somebody wrote this one. They said, fear stands for forget everything and run.
Yeah.
Forget everything and just run. And that's fear. This is my personal acronym for fear. And I think it holds a healthy fear. I call it forerunning evaluation analysis report. I'm going to say it again. Fear is a forerunning evaluation analysis report. Wow. There's something in your mind, and see, by being in enough accidents in my life, boom, hit my head enough time, falling down enough, then I realize I start listening to my mind and to my awareness. See, my problem is I had a dampened awareness, and as a result, seeking thrills, I had a dampened awareness, and so I get into all types of trouble. But as I increased my awareness, I realized there is a forerunning analysis. I analyze my mind. Your mind, the way it works, it analyzes everything around you. And it's constantly sending a report. Is this a safe place? Is this not a safe place? Is this good to do? Is this not good to do? And so it's constantly giving reports back to you. The problem with being run by fear is that fear just takes over and it just says everything is bad. They're all out to get you. Ain't nothing gonna work. Ain't nothing good. And before you know it, you get shut down by fear. Now, God gave you fear, but what you have to often do with fear is know how to give fear the update of the analysis.
Wow. Yeah. That's good.
You got to know how to talk back to fear and say, I know you're afraid that so-and-so is with me, but God is with me. And when God is for me, you know fear, the Bible says that if God be for you, who
can be against?
And so fear has to get an update. Fear has to get an update. And when fear gets an update, we're going to go into this concept that what happens is it readjusts the situation and you become dauntless. You become dauntless. Doesn't mean that you lose the sense of fear. I was driving 3 weeks ago, and this is when God's been dealing with. When you started this, Pastor, this whole concept of dauntless, all the Lord's been telling me is you daunt less. You daunt less. You don't, but you don't less. And it hit me 3 weeks ago. I was in New Orleans and I was doing some ministry out there and I was doing some work and I was talking to my wife and I was on this bridge. Anybody that's from Louisiana, from New Orleans, that long Pontchartrain bridge. And I was on that bridge and I was driving and I was telling her about last night. I said, baby, last night I was on this bridge and it was foggy. And it was foggy on this bridge and I didn't know how far the water was down. I didn't realize this bridge is a 24-mile bridge. I was like, oh, it's all good. It's just going to be one bridge. And I'm going up, up, up. And it's feeling like a roller coaster on this bridge. And it's foggy and it's starting to rain. And I told her something that I rarely ever tell her as the man of the house. I told her, baby. I'm scared. And she told me, she said, baby, you never say that you're scared. You must really be scared. She said, that bridge must really be high, and it must really be foggy, and it must really be. I said, baby, I was listening to my music, and I was jamming, and I was worshiping the Lord, and I was just driving. I was about 60 miles an hour, and I got on that bridge, and it started going up, and I was like, start creeping down to 55. When I got down to about 20 miles an hour, I was like, when is it going to be over? Something wrong. And when I said that, she said, you know, it's rare that you ever say that you're afraid. She said, I've hardly ever heard you say that you was afraid. She said, and I told her this, and I told her something that I rarely ever told her. I said, well, baby, there was many times. And then she finished it for me. See, this is what happened when you've been married for 24 years. She finished the sentence for me. She said, yeah. I bet there was many times you was on the freeway and on the highway and you was doing life and you was taking care of us and you was trying to get bills paid and you was afraid, but you could not say that you was afraid. And I said, because if I would have said that I'm afraid and I'm leading everything, everybody crazy.
Come on.
Because they're just as afraid. They're just as afraid. Here's the thing though. Somebody has to be, help me preach my sermon, Dawn. See, Pastor, God told you to plant a church. And we all said, you gonna plant a church in the club? We're gonna be sitting up looking at liquor bottles and still worshiping God? How we gonna do that? We all afraid. He's afraid too, but guess what? Somebody has to be Dawn.
Come on.
Man of God, you're leading your house. You're trying to make it work. You're making everything go full smooth, and you're trying to make sure that there's harmony in the house. Woman of God, you're the leader of your home, and you want to make sure that everything is smooth, and you don't get no mess in the house. But the kids, they're afraid, and the bills are coming, and how you going to do it? Somebody has to stand up and be Dawn.
Yes. Come on. Woo!
So, how do we get to that place where, yes, I have the fear, yes, the intrepidation is there, yes, the sense of trembling is there, yet it's less than the obstacle that's in my way? How do I get to the place where I'm dauntless? Look at this word daunt. This word daunt, its origin came from like the 2050s to the 13th, so kind of the 13th century it came out. It was a Middle English or Anglo-French word. You can pronounce it dauntar, or Old French is dantar, which also is an alteration of danger or danger.
Wow.
And what it actually means is to overcome with fear, to intimidate, to lessen the courage of, to dishearten. Don't be daunted by the amount of work she's done, to daunt one's adversaries. But what it really did, if you go even deeper, is actually a verb. It's not a noun, it's not an adjective, it's actually a verb. The actual word daunt. The word daunt. Many of you guys know this, especially if you grew up in the hood. You know this. You ever walk around your friends, guys will know this. Some of you girls know it too, especially nowadays. You ever walk up to somebody, you get close to them, you're like, You do that? What do they do? Look at somebody, turn somebody and just go and just give them that. And if they're not ready for it, what do? You hear somebody with that one. We used to love it in the hood. Because it was, and we love it. Anybody, especially guys, we love it. It's just a boost for our testosterone. It's like a B shot to our heart. Because we go to somebody just like, what? And they're, right?
Yeah.
That word picture there, that's what daunt means. It means to flinch. Or, to go deeper, it means to draw back.
Wow. That's good.
What did we just read in Hebrews? The scripture said that God said that my very soul doesn't really get pleasure out of folks that draw back. My soul, God's soul. Wait, we just sang about pleasing God's soul. We sung songs, beautiful songs, as if we would serenade the very soul of God. And you think that just serenading God's soul is enough for God? No, God is too real. He don't want you just to sing sweet songs to him and then live some kind of crazy way. Do you really want to please him? Do you really want to get to the place that you please his soul?
Wow.
Find a way that you stop drawing back every time he puts you in a situation where he wants to deal with the real side of you. He wants to deal with the authentic you. He puts you there, and then all of a sudden you
Drop back.